I met a young man recently, very young, but he's, mashallah, he's doing well in school, has a full-time job, he can take care of himself, as young men should. And he's, not even 20 yet, he got married, right? I'm proud of him, because you know what? If you're gonna man up early, then good for you, right? And so he's, like some girl, proposed to the family, alhamdulillah, they got married. Okay, khalas. Meet him a few months later. I was like, how's married life? He goes, different. And that breath in the beginning told me everything. I was like, I know, beta, it's okay. He had this picture in his head of how things are gonna be. It's not how things are gonna be. And a lot of times young people are looking at other married couples that are always fighting or arguing or stressed out, and they're like, all these stupid people don't even know how to be in a relationship. When I get married, it's gonna be so different. Oh my God, these people, I'm gonna teach these people what couples are all about. They don't even know. I got my education from Instagram. They're not ready. The world's not ready for this filter. The problem is you cannot build that kind of trust and that kind of relationship and that kind of vulnerability that you can talk to someone about the biggest problem you have, and there's not a 1%, not 0.001% chance in your mind that the person you're talking to, your wife or your husband, is gonna say, are you surprised? Look at your behavior. Didn't I tell you you shouldn't do this? Like they're gonna throw it back in your face. Because if you need somebody to throw it back in your face, then you have to decide, do you want to be insulted by the closest person next to you? Or would you rather stay quiet? And most people that have an ounce of intelligence, what will they choose in that scenario? They'll choose to be quiet. And every time you choose to be quiet, you become 1 inch further from your spouse. And then the next time you're quiet, another inch further, another inch further, and within a year, you're miles apart from your spouse. You're sitting right next to them, and you're having conversations with yourself in silence. And then they're asking you what's on your mind, and you say nothing. I was just thinking, what should I watch on Netflix? I was just thinking I should take a nap. That's not what you're thinking. You're lying through your teeth because you know this is not the person you can talk to. This is just not the person. Because you've already tried talking to them before, and when you talk to them, the conversation teaches you, that conversation teaches you this is not the person to talk to. You got educated by experience. And that's what marriage has become for most people. It's actually pretty tragic. It's just an emotional hostage situation. Rasulullah ﷺ in this remarkable narration has no one to talk to, and he can speak to her. What that teaches you is these women understood something, and the Prophet ﷺ taught them something, and they learned something. And the marriage is a partnership also. They understood that this is actually what marriage is about. You see, I have a relationship with my parents, and all of you do. Those of you who are blessed to have your parents that are alive. Nobody has an easy relationship with their parents, let me just be honest. Okay? Nobody got an easy one. You could tell her, I love my mom. Yeah, you've had arguments with your mom, shut up. You've had drama with your dad, you've had arguments with your mom. Everybody has some drama with their parents. But you know what? As bad as it gets with our parents, we didn't choose them and they didn't choose us. Allah made that choice. Allah made that choice. And so, whatever drama is happening, whatever complications there are with your parents, you've got to figure out a way to live up to وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. You got to do it. That's what Allah chose for you. Somebody got to be born of Fir'aun. Somebody got to be born of Abu Lahab. So, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. You got to make the most of it. Figure out how to make that work, but you got to make it work. Why? Because these are relationships that were not created by human beings. The bond between those two souls was created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.